These people believe that NASA is putting man in space. They have no intentions of it. And you can see that. We've been over a decade. The space shuttle system, what? Last one was 2011. They're not interested in putting anybody into space. They don't have a manned spacecraft. And then they, oh, well, they're farming it out to somebody else. Well, they can't even get off the ground. I mean, the guidance system, I'm talking about that restored guidance system that's demonstrating. Why don't they just give it to Musk? I mean, he's got the newest and latest and greatest systems on it, and we watched it go up there. And the only thing that works on his computer software is that unexpected rapid disassembly of equipment. That piece of his equipment works almost perfectly. He's demonstrated how well it works. Those machines, they blow up so fast, you can't even find the pieces, And of course, he had a little extra one on the last one with the launch pad going through the car. That was just a bonus. If this guidance system works, why isn't he using it? Because it worked better and faster and have confirmed repeated results to get to the moon and back.
Yeah, but all they have to do is build a window or place a window somewhere in that spacecraft so they can just bring a sextant along, and that way they can navigate there and back. You don't need a computer for that because Apollo never used one. Really, in reality, really. That system that they used was just nothing but a gyroscope to keep the craft on course. It reminds me of the old 737. That's why they used to have those two windows above the pilot's head, because that was for right sextants so they could shoot the stars from navigator. Of course, they don't have them anymore using GPS and everything else, but that also reminds me of the lunar zero. Where they did that. Are you kidding me?
Not the stuff they got now. As I think we're a couple miles off the ground, that's all we were done. That's right with Van Flair. On so-called stepping into the moon.
The one that was in 737, the shot called Astro Compass, because when the commercial flight, we had to go and use that piece of equipment.
But they have all of this equipment, and they spent all the time and money and energy, so-called, to restore it. And if there was any faults in it, they would have corrected that after 50 years when they're restoring all of this equipment. So if they've got it all, use it. Taxpayer paid a hell of a lot of money to restore that equipment. Why not use it? That command center should work for any rocket that they put out. Never mind that it's already fully compatible and proven that it worked by their standards. For that guidance system to get them to the surface of the moon, back off again, and reconnect. That's a real mystery, that one. How you can get back in there with an engine that goes full throttle, no controls on it, not gimbal, not anything, and manage to get even close to that other machine at 6,000 miles an hour. I mean, it's just unbelievable that all of that stuff, but that's what they claim. Well, go ahead and do it. You've got the equipment. You've restored the equipment. Go ahead and do it. We'll give you till Christmas time. How's that?
They can't do it because they couldn't do it the first time, so they had to fake it. And they did fake it. They faked it very effectively. And we all saw it on television. And that was the key to it. Because it was on television, we tend to believe it. If something appears on television, it's considered to be realistic and real and should be believed. Now, if you can fake reality, you can do anything you like. NASA managed to fake landing humans on the moon. Aside from all the problems of getting there, to actually get humans onto the lunar surface and then show them on film, on television, walking around on the lunar surface, that's an incredible achievement. Well, it seems an incredible achievement because we can imagine how difficult it would be to get there. And I'm sure that NASA came up with a lot of problems that they would encounter. So how are they going to resolve those problems, such as getting the rockets to land on the lunar surface, and then, as you say, to get them off again and link up with the command module in orbit at 6,000 miles an hour? That's an incredible achievement to do that. But if you can show it on film, people will believe you. You'll be much slower. It's about a quarter of the speed.
It's just hanging off a wire. That's all, in a hangar. And probably at Menlo.
It probably is. Or at Cardington airship hangars in the UK, which is where some of it was supposed to be filmed. Because it needs something as big as an airship hangar to have the distance to create the background. With today's knowledge, today's technology, we can dissect what we're looking at from Apollo, which is over 50 years ago. We can see that there are anomalies within the Apollo images. We can now explain what those anomalies are, how they came to be created. The more we examine it, the more we look into it, the more we find out how much was wrong with Apollo. The apologists NASA supporters, apologists, get it? Forget it, don't worry. Anyway,
And had better cameras.
yeah, had cameras, and Artemis didn't have anybody on board, hardly had any cameras on it. Launched at night, so we couldn't see a lot of what was going on.
And that's where the discrepancy is. And that's what this gigaparsecs guy just doesn't understand.
Again, the question arises, why do they have to use anonymous names? Why are they so frightened that they can't put their real name and real picture up there? We do. I mean, we're here. You can check us out. Our pictures are all there. Our names are all there. So what are these guys frightened of? Is it that they could be shown to be wrong? Maybe one of them is Phil Platt. Or Neil deGrasse Tyson, or Bill Nye the Science Guy. Maybe they're all trying to get in on the act, but they don't dare show their faces because we just say, okay, if that's what you think, answer this question, and they wouldn't be able to do it.
That is a problem for anybody that comes on that is anonymous. They come out, they make a blatant statement. It's not just an opinion, but it's they're parroting somebody else. It's not even their opinion. They're just parroting somebody else. Right? And when you challenge them on that, they either go away or they start swearing at us.
Yeah. As soon as they do that, we know that we're right. We know that they're wrong, but they don't dare admit it. And they can't be seen to be wrong in public because all their groupies will turn on them and they'll get nobody to support them. Oh dear, how sad.
Like this other guy says here, it's kind of funny. He says, time 2:03. Marcus Allen's glitching. I don't believe that you guys are really reporting from the moon.
I know it's just hilarious that it said that you have them down in the little corner, right? Us in the corner. Yeah, that's hilarious when they pick up on stuff like that, right?
See, the funny thing is that a lot of people will pick up on stuff like that, exactly, but they don't notice that. Look at the junk that's laying there in the background. I mean, what's that? It looks like an Easter basket or something. I mean, that's not supposed to be there.
Yeah, I know. You drop all kinds of stuff and they don't see it.
Well, obviously we entertain a lot of people, which is good news. And we inform a lot of people because there are quite a few people who support the position that we've taken or that we take. But there are quite a few people who don't. And the more that they object to what we say and try to criticize us, to show us up for being wrong, the more we demonstrate that we're correct because they just don't follow through on it. And anybody who uses anonymous names, gigaparsecs and all that, where's he coming from? How many people know what a gigaparsec is even? Come on, explain yourself, Mr. Gigaparsec.
You must be watching Star Trek or something.